Morning, Ephraim Yonatan. Morning, Yitzi. Yitzhak Isaac. Good morning, Isaac. All right. First reading, Exodus 21, 1 through 19. God prefaced his explanation of the laws by saying that the Jewish people are required to set up a system of courts in order to try all cases of criminal, civil, and ritual law. God then explained the laws pertaining to servants, marital obligations, murder, honoring parents, kidnapping, and compensation for injuries. Yeah, law. That's important. So my wife is doing citizenship, whatever. So there's this like book of stuff that you have to you have to learn, which I completely did not know like any of this stuff, about America and its stuff. And you know what? I think that there are advantages and disadvantages of how we set up our democracy. And it's basically, I'm saying what I'm pointing out now is that it's all based on how I think. So if I think that this is right, and there's enough people that I could convince that is right, so then that becomes the law.
Good morning. So I was reading yesterday the Parsha Yisro, and it says that the Torah equals 611. So the other two is from, like, why couldn't it equal 613? The reason why is because Shem told us the first two mitzvos, and the second, the 611 is Moshe God. So he taught us from the Torah. So yeah, that's what I got out of it. Physical and spiritual physicans. Yeah. Huh? Is it right? Is it physicians? Physicians. Rock Shavi Etain Rayar Pai Yara Pai. If someone injures someone else, the injurer must pay for the injured part and complete cure.
Nope. Passerby. All right. Yes, I actually just learned that also. It's very interesting. I'm trying to remember where I heard that. And now I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I read it inside. Maybe not. I don't know. No, you want to say and answer my questions, but more important for me to feel listened to. That's why I do my best, even not to correct you. Like with the reading. I don't know if it's the right thing to correct you. Probably the right thing is to just listen. That I think. Anyway, whenever we are ill, God requires us to seek the help of qualified physicians and follow all of their instructions. Likewise, God has empowered physicians to heal the sick. But whereas doctors are merely encouraged to heal whoever is sick, they are obligated to try to save someone's life when it is threatened. Interesting. We have a law that protects us against that stuff. I'm trying to remember. Some kind of law. Good Samaritan law, I precisely. I think.
I mean, it is true. If you injure someone, you have to pay for his doctor fees and stuff because you injured him. But I mean, by a doctor, he knows what he's doing. So like if he like heals someone, yeah, he healed someone, but he already healed someone a few days ago or yesterday or something. But I mean, I think it's our our physical world is that we feel that if we can fix someone, then it's good for us because we get to help someone out, and we get to show ourselves that we can do more. But our spiritual uh, physical uh, phys- our spiritual whatever. I'll pass.
Yoni?
I wanted to say something.
What's that? Yoni?
Yeah, I'm here. So I didn't really catch everything because I'm in the middle of work, hence why there's no video on me. Um, Very secret special location all the way in Crown Heights, not in the heart of it, but almost there, more closer to the Kishkas. Um, Actually, I just realized I don't know what Kishka means, like in the literal translation. Um, but yeah, so I already learned I don't know what I learned. Honestly, learned a lot. But Hayom Yom is interesting today. Highlights the Akira Sabayas, the women of the house, and how important their role is. And the Chayenu also has, since there's the Hayom Yom, and there's also the passing of the Rebbetzin this week. So the Chayenu's put in like 3 letters of the Rebbe, where he highlights the uniqueness and special abilities of women that women have, especially in the house, and especially in education and all that, which is very interesting. Um, yeah, I'll pass.
Thank you for that. Physicians. Physicians. I don't know if you're upset at me for like not correcting you or not, but just don't be upset at me. I do want to hear what you have to say though, if you want to share. No pressure. Just as there are both life-threatening and non-life-threatening bodily illnesses, so it is with spiritual illnesses. Spiritually, a person is in mortal danger when his condition has begun to affect his ability or desire to fulfill the Torah's commandments, since it is through our performance of the commandments that our spiritual vitality flows into it. Wow, this is actually very powerful. I mean, I'm taking not with the point that he's making, but a different point here. Okay, point that he's making is that just like physically, there's dangerous sicknesses, and then there's non-dangerous sicknesses. Right? It's not so dangerous. You're just not feeling well, got a little cold or cough, whatever. Especially these days, the sicknesses aren't so dangerous. So too spiritually, we also have that same idea. But what I wanted to share is this idea that we don't realize it. We think that if someone's not doing mitzvahs, he's not from, he's OTD or whatever it is, and we're saying like, oh, that's the issue. It's like, no. There's something that's the issue, and that's why he's not able to perform those mitzvahs.
The rule for pretending to a physical doctor as also applies to a spiritual doctor. Anyone who is capable of helping someone who is spiritually ill, when someone is suffering from minor spiritual ailment, we are encouraged to offer spiritual assistance. But when someone is spiritual, most danger is fulfilling of God's commandments threatens. We are obligated to offer assent to not allowing any of our conditions to get in the way. Because Slicha, volume 2, page 55 to 9 through 530. So I guess it's saying that that we got to help people, I guess, that if someone is doing the wrong thing, then we should help them do the right thing. But I mean, it's not their fault. So, I mean, I wouldn't blame him. I don't know if I could help him out, but I would try. But I don't know if I would be able to or help him at all.
So I have a question. There's well, this question really came to me in an idea that the Rebbetzin. There's a few stories that I heard recently about the Rebbetzin. One of them, you go onto Chabad.org, even on your phone, you can go on there and you'll see the story of three girls that wrote a letter to the Rebbetzin. It's a video of a woman recounting her encounter with the Rebbetzin. And there's also Dr. Alan Newmark, who's the in Crown Heights well-known foot doctor. I don't know how to say the proper medical term for that, but and also he also recounts his encounter with the Rebbetzin. And I'm just thinking about how. And then there's also the Hatanya of today, where it speaks about how the patriarchs were Merkavis, and then it hit me, Avram Avinu, right? And also the tzaddikim of our generation, they were involved with this world, yet they were Merkavis. I'm trying to figure out how is that. Like, everyone thinks that if you're devoted to God, then you have no time for this world. But then there's Avram Avinu was the most involved in this world compared to anyone else that we know, and also we know that it's complete Merkava. If anyone can shed light on that, just to help out with that balance idea thingy.
Excellent question. And yeah, good point. I want to point out what I was saying before again, because if someone's unable to come to work, right? Or unable to do something, whatever, in life, because he's sick. You say he's unable to perform because he's not feeling well. That's the point that I'm trying to point out in regards to spirituality, as to doing Torah mitzvahs. It's not that not doing the mitzvahs is him being sick. Since he's not feeling well, because he's in a life-threatening situation, that causes him to not be able to perform the mitzvahs. Like, how do you define sick? How do you define ill? And in general, it means when someone can't perform as he usually does, as a healthy person. He's shackled in a certain way. And that's what I think is basically the same thing spiritually. That means, do you have a want and strong desire to do mitzvahs? If yes, then you're probably not sick spiritually. Anyways, that's kind of the point I want to say.
I know someone that was sick the day after his bar mitzvah. A week after his bar mitzvah, the kid was sick. He didn't show up to davening. Then I found out later that he wasn't really. I mean, he was sick, but he was playing around. But he said he was sick. But was he really sick, or was he trying to get out of going to shul because he doesn't want to daven? I mean, most of the time people say, "Oh, I'm sick. I can't go to school," or something like that. I mean, maybe the kid was sick. Maybe he was really sick, but he was sick then, and now he's a little better. But maybe he was faking it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, most of the time people want to get out of going to shul because it's usually long or something. I don't know. I mean, most of the time when people are sick, they probably have a high fever, or if they're in the hospital, then yeah, they're sick. But if they're at home laying down, have a small fever or something, I don't know. Yeah.
Pass.
Okay. Let me get this board over here because I'm having stuff to say.
There's stuff on it.
Oh, does this need to be saved?
No,
This is yours.
we never did the video on it.
So we still gotta do it.
I don't know.
Notepad. Pens there? Borrowing my pens. It's my time, but I don't remember. I like to aid things that are relevant to what people are speaking about. So first of all, I want to respond to what Yitzi said. And there's something called a bystander effect, which is a big issue, right? Which is everybody thinks that kind of someone else is going to take care of it, and nobody ends up doing anything. People just walk by people that need help because they expect someone else to just do it. I believe, I might be wrong. Oh, man. Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to pass.
Yoni?
Pass.
Avi!
No.
Wait, who's that? Oran?
Yeah.
Oran! Hey, your turn. Go ahead. And then Avi.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. Hope your day is going fantastic. It's nice to see you, Avi. Did you guys have winter break yet? Like, I didn't see nobody go away from your school. You had it? It's finished. Nice. I just spoke to your brother on Shabbos. I saw him Friday night. I said hi to him. Your brother. Which one? Yeah. I don't know his name. I call him Raphael because, that's the name. And yeah, I passed. Have a great day.
Thank you, Oran. Avi.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. See who's here. Good morning, Yoni. Good morning, Iran. Good morning, Rabazik. I turn my camera sideways. Yes, good morning. That's a better view now. I didn't even know that. Now it's bigger. So cool. Do you guys know that? Can you do that with your TV, Rabazik? Can you turn your TV and make it bigger? You should try it. Yeah. Try it. Peace. Next.
Okay, good to see you guys, Oran and Avi. Avi, I think this is the first time that you're indoors while joining the call from Israel. Very, very nice. So you're mentioning about if you could help. So I believe that there's a law. I might be wrong, but if you are certified to help someone, there's some kind of law of like saying that you have to, which is interesting that they would make a law like that. That's pretty cool. Well, I have to now look it up because I just realized that I never actually checked it up. But basically, if you're a certified doctor, let's say, you can't just go like, "Oh, I'm not in the mood." I don't want to help them. I mean, walking the street, it's not like you're in your office. I believe that there's a law like that if you're certified to do it, like you got to do it. I don't know. If someone knows, I'm sure you'll correct me. What's up, Hillel? Good to see you. So I'm thinking the same thing spiritually. But there's another idea is that even people that are not certified, we're kind of afraid to step in, like the bystander effect I was telling you about, that we kind of just expect everybody else to do it. And you're like, yeah, I don't know if I could actually help him, maybe yeah, maybe no. It's actually a good example you said. The kid that didn't go to davening because he's sick. I'm not sure if he was really sick or not. So the answer to your question is he was sick. The question is physically sick? or spiritually sick.
Good morning, Abby. Good morning, Hilla. Good morning, Oran. Good morning, Yoni. Good morning, Isaac. Good morning. Yes. Let's see. I'll pass.
Yoni. From Yonakan. Oran?
Yes.
What's up? Hello?
Your turn.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, but I'm not so Jewish anymore. But I still put on tefillin. And it gets annoying, but whatever. I'm not Jewish, though. And I pass.
Right, Hillel. So, Avi.
Yes. Oh, hey, how's it going? Um, see. Remember the good old days when you couldn't skip? Just had to let the minute go by? Nice. I miss it. I miss like having to have people like wasting people's time. Like it was nice. Like, no, we're gonna wait. It's my time. Doesn't matter if I'm not saying it here. Wait. Okay, pass.
I'm happy to hear that from you, Avi, because yes, I do remember that very well. Avi. Those are good. These are good also. So what am I saying? First of all, Oran, you're as Jewish as Moses and Avram Avinu. Actually, you might even be more Jewish than Avram. No, no such thing. You're as Jewish as Avram Avinu. And it's actually what we're talking about. So you don't feel qualified to help someone. There's no such thing really. Spiritually, physically and spiritually. You could do something, right? Someone's hurting. You're not a doctor, but you could sit by them. You could say, "How could I help? Let me call an ambulance? Let me, you get involved instead of just walking by and being a bystander. By getting involved, you automatically help to the extent that you can. So I don't think there's such a thing as like I can't help. And what's interesting is that we're speaking about an obligation to offer assistance when someone is threatened, right? When it's just when it's not mortal danger, when it's just like a little sickness, so then maybe that's not the same. I mean, then it's a suggestion. But when it's like life threatening, as in like Torah mitzvahs are at stake, so then we're obligated to help. We always gain the most when we help, by the way, other people.
I mean, most of the time, most people don't know if they could help or not.
למה לא עצרת, יא טמבל? לך תזיין, לך מפה. למה?
I mean, most of the time, most people don't know if they could help or not. Like, if there's a guy down, like, on the street or something, how would they know if they could help him or not? Like, what if he has different, like, disability or something? You don't know. You're not a doctor or something like that. I mean, usually, most teenagers are usually on their phone. They don't pay attention. I mean, everybody's on their phone. They don't pay attention to what's around them. Someone could be on the floor, like, and people will be like just walking around them, and like next thing you know, it's like a prank or something. Like someone's trying to see if who would actually help the guy or something like that. Like, I mean, most of the time we don't know if it's real or not, or if it's just fake or if it's real. Yeah.
Oran.
I don't like the cold. We start off with that. Number 2 is I like how Hillel started off with muting himself and on purpose. It's good. It was tough. I saw the the Israeli. So yeah, I'm done.
Hillel.
I did not realize that was. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I entered the chat like that. I was on the bus, and then the bus driver didn't stop. So I yelled at him. I pressed the stop button, and he didn't stop, I might stop. And if he didn't stop, then I'd have to walk a hill that probably takes like 20 minutes to go up it. So. Oh my God. أنت ولا إيه cute kid. Anyways, yo, let's see. Basically, what you were saying before about can't see anyone. What you about? You hear me? Like I can't see nothing. Ron, are you
I
there?
hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Basically, I was on the bus, right, and the bus driver wasn't even on the road to stop that I pushed on the top of the bus. There's a button. You push it. It says stop, and then it's supposed to like it make the sound, ding dong, and then like the guy didn't stop. Like even on his own bus, people that are on their phones.
Avi.
Yeah, the buses here, they're basically like
Example, when I until Rocky.
with like a bunch. Yeah, well, I agree. It's like bus drivers are basically with a bunch of children, and the whole time children are just, I don't understand how my ticket and where to go, and they're like helping them and paying, and they're like talking to them the whole time, and they're like helping them. Like the bus driver, the whole entire time they're not looking at the road, they're just helping people and like paying. They're also the cash register, so they're doing that with their other hand. People don't know where they are, like me. So I'm like talking. I don't know how they very challenging. On the bus the other day, I was doing FiveAlive. I'm like 90% sure I heard a gunshot, and people like looked around for like a few seconds. Were like, like people were just like, that's interesting, and then like that was it. It's just like hope everyone's okay. Like that. Like what else can you do? Like you can only be in the moment, and then that you kind of forget about it when you're not in the moment. Yeah, pass.
Okay. All right. Very nice. So in conclusion, if somebody wants a takeaway, I got one. It's even if you don't feel qualified, there's no such thing really. You know something. You can help. You can be there. That's for sure. Even if I see someone with I don't know, a heart attack in the middle of the street, I don't actually know what to do, but I can be with him. I could call an ambulance. I could call a doctor and say like, "Hey, is he having a heart attack? What's he doing?" what should I do? You know, I could get advice. I could whatever it is. Basically, I'm for sure qualified to help in some degree, and I am obligated, and therefore spiritually as well, the same thing. That if I see someone in trouble, someone thinks that he's not Jewish, for example, and he's freezing cold in New York because he left Florida because he wants more exciting things somewhere. I don't know why or where, but basically, he's thirsting for Judaism. My obligation to help him, save him. That's really awesome that he puts on film, though. That's for sure true. And I had an answer to Yoni, but he's not here. So, yada.
I mean, every day there's something happening. Like, we don't know if we could help or not. Like we don't know if someone's sad or something. Like, if someone is angry or if someone's sick. Like, how would we know if they're sick unless we go up to them and say, like, yo, you sick? Or, like, something like that. Like, most of the time we don't want to. Most of the time we can't approach people because we don't know what their reaction is going to be. Like, if someone goes up to a person saying, yo, are you okay? Or something, like, maybe the guy's going to scream at him, oh, get out of here. Like, maybe, like, curse him out or something. Like, you don't belong here. I can take care of myself. Like, most of the time, we don't know what's the other person's reaction. Like, I mean, if there's two sides, there's your side and his side. So, like, you can go up to the guy and try to help, but maybe he doesn't want your help. So, like, I mean, it's a challenge every day. So, yeah. Pass.
Oran?
What's up? How are you? Yeah, one second. So yeah. Okay, I pass.
Avi?
Yeah, Rabbi, I think it's the most is that you can like have a takeaway from all this from like us. It's amazing. How do you have a takeaway? This is basically a compilation of a whole bunch of tangents, and now I have a takeaway. That's very Andrew. Next.
Exactly my point about being a passerby. Go help someone, anybody, and on what level. And Yitzi, I have a point to point out. You know, there's an idea that if someone, for example, Chas v'Shalom, is so sick, he's so not feeling well that he wants to kill himself. As in, he's emotionally ill, he has, really troubles or mentally, and he wants to take his own life. You know what people do? The second they're able to, they tackle him down, they take him away from the ledge. Whatever it is, they protect him, they save him. They even save him from himself, and we have to do the same thing. Now, we live in a time that there's plenty, not live in a time, I mean, in general, there are always people, myself, that are ready to be self-sabotage. You know what that means? It means like you ruin yourself. And even if a person thinks like, oh, get away from me, I don't want you to help me, it doesn't matter. We still help him. If it's like a person that, God forbid, wants to kill himself, he says, go away. You don't just like, oh, okay. You just stay there on the ledge. You jump if you want to. That's a little bit like Avi style there, like, okay there, okay. Well, if you really want to, all right, have a good day. No, you take him down, you save him.
Take him down into the water, or you jump after him? Or you bring him back? What if he drags you with him? I mean, most of the time, you can't see people jumping off the ledge because there's no way. There's no usually rivers or something. Like, if you go on a hike or something, like, yeah, someone will jump off. But like, how would you know if you're right over here and the guy's like all the way over there? How do you know the guy is gonna jump off or something? Like, if you're near him and you see him about to, then I mean, if someone wants to jump off a bridge into like an ocean, I mean, maybe I would say like right now, maybe if I'm in the situation, I don't know what I would do, but like right now I'm thinking like I wouldn't jump after him because what if he's joking like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and what if I slip? And I mean, I don't want to get hurt either. So I mean, most of the time people don't think it's a joke, but like, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, if you want to do it, let him do it. Let him have fun. Never mind.
Javi?
So I heard that if someone is drowning and you try to save them, that their natural instinct is to kill you. And I was just thinking, like, I get that, like, maybe, they're trying to, like, save themselves, but, like, why do they want to kill you? That's like, if they end up being okay, but do they still want to kill you? Like, that doesn't really make sense. Why do they want to kill someone? Do you understand that? If someone is drowning, they want to kill someone. I just I couldn't. I don't know. Like if they shoot someone, they just have to kill. I don't know. Okay, next, peace.
So, by the way, that's actually a really good question. But the actual takeaway still remains the same. Even if it's not physically, but spiritually. Mm-hmm. Right now, in 5 minutes, you're going to leave this room, and you'll probably see someone that's spiritually sick. Spiritually, right? Spiritually not well. Which is preventing him from doing a mitzvah, putting on tefillin. I don't know, keeping conscious, whatever it is. That a mitzvah. And you got to think to yourself, what can I possibly do? Good morning, Rabbi Yesner. What can I possibly do to help him be better? That means, obviously, to just go over to a person like that, for example, and say, "Hey, put on tefillin," it's not gonna help, right? You have to think, what could you do? What could you do to help that person feel better in the way that they feel towards it? As in, like, how do you get them to want to put on tefillin? Right now, you're going to go to Zal. Yeah? And you're going to see someone who doesn't want to put on tefillin. So you have to ask yourself, how do I... That's what the Torah is saying. The Torah is saying over here, you are obligated to do that. You can't be a bystander. But it is a good question. What if they're going to affect me? So now I don't want to put on tefillin.
I mean, most of the time we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, like people can say, oh yeah, you're going to go over there. You're going to go in a few seconds. You're going to go over there. But what if he's wrong? What if he's not? What if he is going somewhere else or something? Like if someone says, yeah, there's going to be, you should go to this place because maybe something's happening and maybe you could fix it. Like, how do we know that we're going to actually go to that place and we're going to help someone out? Like we can forget any second now, like a minute past, like that a few seconds ago, we could like forget, like, wait, what were we thinking about? Like what? But like, I mean, we can forget easily. So yeah. Pass.
Rabbi Yaska.
I didn't realize how not focused I am. I decided to come to win this year now, half an hour ago. Then I got carried away with speaking to people. I made a mistake. Then I saw, wow, I missed it. I have to make at least a point that you have a share even later time, at least be 15, 20 minutes. I want to be in the share, and Avi, good to see you. You're smart, you're doing share all the time. You guys don't realize how much it's important. So I have to make a time that I must be at least something. not more less than 15 minutes to be in the shir. I want to be longer. If I will compete for 15 minutes, I believe I will manage to be on time all the time. Because it's a little later. Each time it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it doesn't matter nothing. No excuses. So what I want to say is like this. I don't know what you guys speak about, but you are the legends. You are consistent, and you don't even know what it does. And I wish, basically, I don't want it to last 5 to 2. I'm excited about that we are living for what we're doing, and I'm excited about life. And I'm excited that there is a life. A consistent life is a very important thing. But you're doing consistency, basically, this is the reality. So consistent, have fun, forever. That's what my life is. Thank you very much. I'm happy to
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Avi.
Yeah. Thanks, Rabbi. Yeah, Robisky, you missed it. I was ready. I was talking. I had a whole spiel. It was very long and it was crazy. I talked so much. I don't have any other words left to say. I said them all. It's pretty good. But it's good to see you. Thank you for joining us. It's good. No matter how late it is, it's never too late to join FiveAlive. So that's good. Peace, Chaim.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Mashiach now, and have yourselves a wonderful day.